I think the story for Louisiana, as far as the involvement in civil rights, has not been told.
The economic impact of this Civil Rights Museum would be far, far and away greater than anything the state has. The short answer is that we don't have it because powerful people don't want it.
Alabama has the Civil Rights Institute in Birmingham. Georgia has the King Center for Nonviolent Social Change in Atlanta and the National Center for Civil and Human Rights. Tennessee has a National Civil Rights Museum. In December, Mississippi opened the doors of the Mississippi Civil Rights Museum. Louisiana, shamefully, has nothing. Louisiana has nothing, even though it was New Orleans' civil rights activity that led to the 1896 Plessy versus Ferguson ruling, one of the most wrong-headed and consequential Supreme Court decisions in American history. Louisiana has nothing, even though a 1953 bus boycott the Reverend T.J. Jemison led in Baton Rouge inspired a larger, world-changing boycott that Martin Luther King and others kicked off in Montgomery, Alabama 2 years later. Louisiana has nothing, even though Jemison and King were among those who met at Central City's New Zion Baptist Church to help start a new organization called the Southern Christian Leadership Conference. Louisiana has nothing, even though the first group of freedom riders leaving Washington set New Orleans as their destination, even though the photo of Ruby Bridges walking solo into William Frantz Elementary School is one of the most iconic images of the era, even though the young people who sat in at McCrory's lunch counter in New Orleans in 1963 successfully challenged their arrest in a Supreme Court case called Lombard versus Louisiana. Adding to Louisiana's shame is this bit of history. Diana Bourgeois, a Louisiana state senator who represented New Orleans, authored a bill that establishes the Louisiana Civil Rights Museum and mandates that it be built in New Orleans. The bill passed the state legislature in 1999. Today, nearly 2 decades later, New Orleanians still have to leave the state to find a museum that tells the story of the civil rights movement.
This thing is real. It's here. People are excited. We're getting visitors from all over the world, wanting just to be a part of this, just wanting to be in space. What I want people to understand that none of this was comfortable. So you're very uncomfortable in every gallery. Even the theaters are uncomfortable because they're very, very small. We want to take you in. And by the time you get to gallery 8, you're trying to decide, what's my place? How do I help?
Did I think it would take this long? No, I just think it wasn't a priority unfortunately, for enough individuals who were in authority or who could help move it along.
There's plenty of justification for having a civil rights museum. The first one is, it's the law. The Louisiana legislature, under the impetus of Senator Bourgeois, made it the law and said, you're going to have a civil rights museum. It's going to be located in New Orleans. It's going to tell the history of Louisiana's participation and evolution in civil rights. The second is, you got to have it because of the cultural need, the heritage need. The stories of the 50s and 60s here in Louisiana are fascinating and need to be told.
These eels have been stored in boxes. These eels have not been told. People don't want to talk about this. We have to put these eels on the walls because we talk about racial healing. We can't heal if the story is not told.
That thing wasn't even on the drawing board. It wasn't even an idea in Mississippi when we got the legislation passed in 1999. The fact that it is there now, that it is not only up off the ground, having found a place, having found the funding, having executed the plan, and I admire them for doing it. They have done well. But we in Louisiana have failed again, and my heart is hurt.